Good morning, my dear friends. Welcome back to your channel of learning mathematics. So, as I promised, good morning, all of you. As I promised, we shall be solving the question bank that is provided by the NBSE for 2021. But of course, there are some questions which are from the reduced syllabus. So we will be skipping that. We will be definitely skipping those questions. Um, Good morning, all. So we will try to solve as many as possible. So I'll be first focusing on the 4 and the 6 mark questions because these are more important questions in terms of marks. So we'll be first focusing on the 4 marks, and then we will move on to the 6 marks, and then after that only we will be going back to the multiple choice questions and the 2 mark questions. So today I don't know how much we will be able to solve, but at least we will try to solve at least the 4 mark questions. There are a lot of questions given to you by the NBSE for your practice. So I believe that it will be of some help to each and every one of us. So that's something like a quick revision for the entire syllabus. And with that, of course, you also get some idea on how to prepare for your final examinations. There is a slight variation due to the reduced syllabus this year, but of course that I guess you can also take care of, those who are studying well enough, and I'm sure that all of you are studying well. So without wasting much time, I believe all of you have your notebooks and the materials with you, and then I will not be able to write down the questions for all the question, and that's why I actually had provided you uh, the PDF file of the question bank. So I believe all of you have downloaded that. All of you at least may have a printout copy of that. So that will be necessary because according to that only we will be solving. So of course for this question, as I was just waiting for all of you, I wrote down this question. But from the next question onwards, I don't think I'll be able to write down the question just to save time for all of us. So I guess all of you have come prepared because today's session is going to be at least of, I am sure, at least of 1.5 hours or maybe more, maybe even might go up to 2 hours. So let's begin then. Let's not waste time. Let's get straight to the point. The first question that they gave us is on sets. So 4 sets are given. Sets A, B, C, and D are given to us. Verify the first one, that is the Cartesian product of A and B intersection C. So there are a lot of ways in which we can do this. If you want to do it directly, no problem. That is the set A. Okay, I'll just start with the left hand side. Let's just try to do it in the shorter form. So our set A is 1, 2 cross B cross C. B intersection C. Now B and C intersection means the common elements. I will be assuming that you already know a big part of the syllabus, so I'll not be discussing in detail about the concepts and how we come about that. I'll be going straight to the solution part only, so please bear with me. So here of course we do not have any common elements, so this is going to be a null set. So the Cartesian product of a set with a null set will result of course in a null set again. Alright, going for the right hand side, we do have A cross B. So that of course we will directly find out A cross B. So A cross B, I'm going to do it directly now. We'll have ordered pairs. So A cross B, A cross B. So that's going to be, we'll get some ordered pair, that is 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4. 1, 3, 1, 4. And again 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4. So that's A cross B intersection A cross C, our A and C. 1, 5, 1, 6, 2, 5, 2, 6 ordered pairs. 1, 5, 1, 6, 2, 5, 2, 6. These are our 2 ordered pairs. Good morning, all of you. So now intersection means the common elements. So I don't think we have any common element, common ordered pair that we have here. No. So this will also result, I hope you can see, this will also result in a empty set. So that's it. So then in that case, the left hand side is equal to the right hand side, hence the first condition has been verified. Alright, so that conclusion, of course, I can show, you can also write. Alright, moving on to the second one. The second one, you have to verify that A cross C is a subset of B cross D. Those who do not have the question bank with you, please, you can get a phone from your parents, any one of your parents or any one of your siblings at home, and check in the NBSE website. This will be given to you there, or I have also given you the link also, so you can download, because that will be necessary. As I say, it will be very time consuming for me if I go on writing down all the questions, so we need to save some time, because even this might go, as I say, at least 1 hour, 2 hours, I guess. Let's see, let's try to wind up in 2 hours. A cross C. Now A cross C is a subset of B cross D. Let's find out A cross C. From there we will be able to verify. So A cross C. So what will be A cross C? Let's continue. A cross C we have already done. That is 1, 5, 1, 6, 2, 5, 2, 6. Alright, that's A cross C. Then B cross D. B cross D. Okay, this is going to be a huge 4, 4. That's going to be 16. So let's start. 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, 7, 1, 8. So that's like 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, 7. I'll be just doing the standard way. Okay, there are many shortcuts, but I'll just go straight to the point only. Then 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 7, 2, 8. Then again with 3. 3, 5, 3, 6, 3, 7, 3, 8. Then 4, 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 7, 4, 8. So this is our set B cross D. So all we had to check and prove was that A cross C is a subset of B cross D. Now you see 1, 5, it's here. 1, 6, we have it here. 2, 5, 2, 5, 2, 5, we have it here. 2, 6, we have it here. So definitely A cross C is a proper subset of B cross D. So that's the verification for this question also. So it's not that difficult, isn't it? Once you are done, you can get yourself ready with the second question. That is number 2. It says the function t which maps, I'm just using this copy, the function t which maps temperature in degrees Celsius into temperature in degree Fahrenheit is defined by this function Tc, that is equal to 9c by 5 plus 32. So the first question is, using this function, find out the value of t0. That means when the value of c is equal to 0. So that's a very simple question. So I'll rub this off now. So that will be simply 9 into 0 divided, simple questions, plus 32. So 9 zeros are 0 by 5, that's 0, so the value here will be 32. Very simple on that. Moving on to the next question. T is equal to 28. So that's going to be 9 into 28 by 5 plus 32. 9 into 28 plus 5, so that is like 252 plus 5 to the 10, 1 left, 5 to the 15, 16 by 5. So that's 412 by 5. The third one, t equal to minus 10. So that's 9 into minus 10 divided by 5 plus 32. So I'll just do the cancellation here. 5 ones are 5, 5 2s are 10. So 9 minus 2, 18 minus 18 plus 32. So 18, 28, 29, 30, 132. So the value will be 4. Sorry, 14. And then the fourth question states, find the value of c if the value of tc, the value of this function, the value of t for c is 212. That's the fourth one. So that's quite simple. That will be 9 times of c by 5 plus 32 is equal to 212. So that's 9c by 5 is equal to 212 minus 32. So that c will be equal to 180 into 5 divided by 9, 20. So 25s are 100. Simple question. Done? Alright, let's move on to the next question, number 3. Now question number 3, we will be doing only B. That is, prove that tan of 4x is equal to 4 tan x 1 minus tan square x divided by 1 minus 6 tan square x plus tan power 4x. Why? Because the first one, A, that is from solution of triangles. So if I am not mistaken, that part is from the revised part, the deleted part of trigonometry, if I am not wrong. So we will be skipping that for this year. So we'll go on with that. So now all of us, since we know that the value for the theorem, the identity for tan 2x is twice of tan x by 1 minus tan square x. We will be using this application here. So left hand side, tan 4x, we can write it as twice of 2x. I believe class 11, all of us can understand what is happening here. So tan 4x can be written as, that means our angle here, instead of x, we have 2x. So we just have to replace it with that. So that's going to be tan, that will be twice of tan x. What is the value of x? Our value of x here is 2x. All divided by 1 minus tan square 2x. Now time to solve. Again, tan 2x again can be further expanded using the main identity, twice of tan x divided by 1 minus tan square x, all divided by 1 minus tan 2x whole square. So again, twice of tan x divided by 1 minus tan square x the whole square. All right. So maybe I'll just try to do here. So that, taking the common LCM, will be 4 of tan x divided by 1 minus tan square x, and this will be 1 minus tan square x whole square. So it's 1 minus tan square x the whole square minus 2 tan x the whole square. 1 minus tan square x the whole square. I'm just skipping one step, taking the LCM. I'm just directly doing the LCM. Just trying to skip another step. Good morning, Sanjay. Yeah, glad to see you also. Actually, today what we are trying to do is we are trying to solve the NBSE, Nagaland Board of School Education question bank that they provided us for class 11 mathematics. So it might be slightly confusing for you. You might be wondering, what is going on here? So that is what we are doing here. So just to let you know, okay. So don't be surprised or like assume what we are doing here. We're just trying to solve the question bank provided by the Nagaland Board of School Education. There are about 100 odd questions. So we're just trying to solve those questions, hoping that it might be helpful in the exam. Just keeping our fingers crossed. So simplifying. Don't tell that to anyone. So that will be 4 tan x by 1 minus tan square x equal to, just keeping our fingers crossed, just guessing. And then this one I'll just expand. This one will go up to the numerator, that is 1 minus tan square x the whole square. I hope you will not be confused with this. Divided by, I'll just expand a minus b whole square formula. That I believe all of you will be familiar with. So that's a minus twice of a into b. So twice of tan square x plus b square. I'll rub that part, okay, because it's getting congested. I hope you have written plus b square. So tan square x whole square, that will be tan power 4x. I'm rubbing that part now. 2 tan x, so that's going to be 4 tan square x. So plus 4, was it plus or minus? I guess it was minus, isn't it? Yeah, minus 4 tan square x. So one term can be cancelled. So we have 4 of tan x, 1 minus tan square x, all divided by 1 minus tan square x, 6 tan square x plus tan power 4x. So that's our solution there. That's the proof, isn't it? 4 tan x, 1 minus tan square x, 1 minus 6 tan square x plus tan power 4x. Yeah, definitely. Some questions are very easy. That is bound to happen. That's why this year, of course, we couldn't get a chance to meet each other. No, most of us. Don't be so worried about the exams, okay? Like board exams, especially board exams. Board exams are meant for everyone, not only for the brilliant students or, board exams are meant for everyone. So the question paper definitely will be prepared. If it is of the standard form, definitely will be prepared keeping in mind each and every student. It's just that what happens is during the exams, what happens is like we get 1 or 2 questions which we do not study, and then just because of those 1-2 questions, what happens is like, we are tensed, we are worried, and then in that moment, what happens is we even forget the questions that we study, because most of the students, what happens is as soon as they go to the examination hall, that is a very, a psychological problem, a psychological thing. Most students, what happens is the moment they go to the examination hall, they will be first looking out for questions which they do not know or which they haven't studied. That's a negative approach. That is a negative approach. You should be always positive in life. Problems come, problems go. Find out a solution for that. So most of the students, what happens is the moment they go to the examination hall, they'll be first looking for the questions which they do not know or they haven't studied. And after that, once they see that there are questions which they do not know, which they expected that it will be there, they are more worried again. Isn't that kind of funny? Because you are already expecting that, okay, there will be questions in the question paper which I will not be able to solve. You see that question, you are more worried again. How am I going to solve? Well, you already knew from before that there will be questions. So why worry about the questions which you do not know? Have a positive approach. You go to the examination hall, take out the questions, pick out the questions which you know, solve them. Once that is done, bus. After that, you can try the other questions. Have a positive approach. Definitely 3 hours is enough because this time you have only 90 marks. 80 marks. Internal marks has been reduced, isn't it? Even I am also confused now. So definitely 3 hours is enough. That's why some questions are very easy. Alright. So here, of course, what we will be doing is we will be using one formula, that is the trigonometric identity for multiple angles. That is cos 3x, that is 4 cos cube x minus 3 cos x. We are going to be using this particular formula here. Cos 3x is equal to 4 cos cube x minus 3 cos x. We will be using this identity here. How? Simple. Left hand side cos of 6x. This I can write it as cos of 2 times of 3x. Again, the same. We will also be using the formula cos 2x is equal to 2 cos square x minus 1. Remember, in the proof, I don't have any other terms except cos. So I want to transform it only in terms of. Yes, coming back again. So we'll be using these formulas. I hope you have written it down. I'll rub it off because I need space to solve. So, just like the previous problem, cos 2x, what is the value of the angle here? 3x. So using that, so that's going to be 2 cos square x. X value is 3x here, the angle value, minus 1. So that again can be written as twice of cos 3x the whole square minus 1. Now the formula that I told that we will be using, what was that? 4 cos cube x minus 3 cos x minus 1, because cos 3x have multiple angles. 4 cos cube x minus 3 cos x. Now our job is simply whole square, simply to expand this. So that's like 2. I'll just do it directly. A minus b whole square formula, all of us are very well aware of it. So that's going to be a square. So that's going to be 4 square, 16 cos 2, 3, 6x minus twice of a into b. So twice of a into b. 2 4s are 8, 8 3s are 24. Cos 3, 1, cos 4x minus b squared. 3 square is 9 cos square x minus 1. So that's going to be 32 cos 6x minus 48 cos 4x. Sorry, this is plus 18 cos square x minus 1. So that's it. That's our proof. Left hand side is equal to left hand side. So basically it's all about knowing your formulas only, knowing your theorems and knowing your identities. That's why it's all about your practice, no? How much you've practiced. Yes, a minus b whole square formula is a square minus twice ab plus b square. Sometimes writing on the board we also go off, so you'll have to bear with that. And you will know that I have a tendency to see it becomes difficult for us writing on the board, no? Because we are not memorizing things, so what we rub goes off sometimes. Our brain, it's quite funny. Sometimes he doesn't respond the way we want it to respond, no? Just like in the exams, what happens is you go to the examination hall after studying everything, and then you see the question, okay, this one I have done, that's for sure, I'm going to do this, but when you start writing, then everything goes off. Our brain also has its own way of behaving. Alright, let's move on to the second part of question number 4, trigonometry. You have to prove this. So you will be using some identities again, which I'll be telling you here. That is cos theta. Okay, I'll just use A. Cos A plus cos B. What was the formula for that? Cos A plus cos B. The formula was, identity was twice of cos A plus B divided by 2 into cos of A minus B divided by 2. This is one identity that we will be using. Another identity, that is sine of A plus sine of B, would be twice of sine A plus B divided by 2 cos of A minus B divided by 2. We will be using these two identities here. So knowing your formulas is more important. Yes, exactly. We should always write what we first know. Do not worry about the questions which you do not know. That will give you more confidence. You see a question in the, please write it down, okay? You see a question which you do not know, you're worried about that, you're wasting time again. You have only 3 hours. So instead of that, write down the questions which you know. Actually start with the big mark questions. That will give you more weightage. So once you're able to solve the questions which you know, that gives you confidence, not pressure. It gives you more confidence, and slowly even some of the questions which are difficult you are able to solve. So that's why always have a positive approach, not a negative approach. Just like in life, we come across different people, we come across many people who will always try to put you down. But if we just keep on worrying about those people, then definitely how are we going to move up the ladder in life? That's not possible. So there are many things which we have to ignore also. So have a positive approach. Yeah, this is, as I said, we're solving the question bank for NBSE 2021 for class 11, not for class 12. Class 12, of course, I'll be doing it very soon, maybe in just a matter of 1 or 2 days. So class 12 also I'll be solving all the questions, question bank. Now, I will be making a small arrangement. You can see and tell me why have I done this arrangement. I could have just done it directly, but I didn't. Sometimes it's good to be one step ahead of what you do. I made this small arrangement, not just shuffling things. I made this small arrangement because proof I need cot of, cot is not that big problem, it's not about the cot, 3x. 3x I need. Now this 3x, see, I already have cos 3x, sin 3x, okay, that might give us some idea. And we have 4 and 2, 4 plus 2 is what? 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So that's why I gave you that identity beforehand, no? So 4 plus 2 is 6 divided by 3. So maybe if I can take cot 3x, I mean this 3x angle common, that might solve us. It's not that without arranging you will not be able to solve. No, I'm not trying to tell you that. I'm just trying to tell you that it will be more easier for us. Have a look. So using the identity, that means I'll be just using the identity in the first two terms. So that will be cos of A plus B was twice of cos A plus B divided by 2 cos of A minus B divided by 2 plus cos of 3x. And similarly, twice of sine a plus b divided by 2 cos of a minus b divided by 2 equal to sine 3x. So I've used that identity now. I'll rub this part. So now let's do it directly, class 11, no problem. By mistake also don't cancel this 2. Most of you have a habit of doing that. I've seen that from my experience. Don't do that, okay? We have an addition again. This is just an algebraic term again. Plus plus is still there. Please don't do that. You know, if you do that, then you're destroying all the principles and laws of mathematics which were provided to us by our ancestors. Please don't do that. I see that very common. Twice of, I'll do it directly here. 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 divided by 2, 3. So cos of 3x, this is 2x divided by 2, that's just going to be cos x. Again, 2 cos, no, don't do that. Please don't do that. That's not possible. Cos 2. I don't know how, but many do that. Okay, that is just not possible. Now what we can do is actually like 2 cos 3x can be taken out common. So that's going to be not, what am I also doing? So that's going to be cos x, sorry, 2 cos x plus 1. From here I can take sine 3x common. So that's going to be 2 cos x plus 1. So we have the same term. So cos 3x by sine 3x. Ultimately, what do we have? Cos of 3x, cot of 3x, bus. Let's move on to the next question. So the next question, number 5. 5, 6 and 7, now this is of the syllabus for this year, okay, from the revised part. So question number 5, 6 and 7, we will not be doing because question number 5 is about the general solution of the equation for a trigonometric ratio. So that's slightly out of the syllabus part, so we will not be doing that for this year. Similarly, question number 6 also, that's again from solution of triangles from trigonometry. That also we will have to skip this year, not in the syllabus. And 7 also, that's from the chapter of mathematical induction. So that mathematical induction we will not be doing because that is also of the syllabus. Same as number 8. Again, that is also principle of mathematical induction. That also we will have to skip. We will not be doing that part also. So that means we'll move to question number 9. Convert the complex number minus 1 plus I in the polar form. So z equal to minus 1 plus I. So these complex numbers I've already done the whole chapter. The whole videos are provided. So those who haven't done, you can go back to that. I'll provide a link below this video later on. So you can go and check out from there. Now, as I said, I'll straight away do the solution part. So here, minus 1, 1, lies in, that is minus 1, 1 lies in the second quadrant. So, what will be our amplitude? Theta. As I said, this is already done in the previous, in other videos, so you can kindly go back and check those videos. Okay, I'm doing it directly here. So that's going to be pi minus tan inverse of y by x. So that's going to be pi minus tan inverse y and x, that's 1 by 1. As I said, we do not use the negative values here. So tan inverse 1. Tan inverse 1 will be pi by 4 because tan 45 is 1. So that will give us 3 pi by 4. So this is our amplitude, theta. So the pole and the value of r, that is the magnitude, that is minus 1 square plus 1 square. That of course will be root over of 2. So therefore the polar form. Just imagine this question is for 4 marks. Just imagine this question is for 4 marks. So polar form is given to us by r into cos theta plus I sin theta. So the value of r for us here is root 2. Cos theta value, we have the amplitude 3 by 4. I sin 3 pi by 4. So this is our polar form. I hope you can see. Alright, let's move on to the next question. That is also another polar form again. Something has to fall every time now. Minus 1 minus I. Minus 1 minus I. So our complex number we can just introduce as minus 1 minus I. So it's minus 1, the coefficients. So it's minus 1 minus 1. So minus 1 minus 1, that's if we just look for the coordinates. It lies in, I think, third quadrant. So it will lie in the third quadrant. So for in the third quadrant, what is our amplitude? Theta. If you remember, that was tan inverse of y by x minus pi. So tan inverse of 1 by 1. Remember, I remind you again, yx, when you go for finding out the amplitude or the angle theta, we do not use negative values. We just go for the positive values only. So minus pi. So that's going to be again tan inverse 1 minus pi. So that's pi by 4 minus pi. So that is minus 3 pi by 4. And the amplitude, magnitude, minus 1 argument, theta is also known as argument. Minus 1 square plus minus 1 square. Again, that's only 1 plus 1, that's 2. So again, the polar form. In the last question, I've already given to you how you represent the polar form. So here I'll just do it directly. That is root 2 cos minus 3 by 4 plus I into sine of minus 3 by 4. Please do not convert this again and solve, because you convert it. This is already in the polar form. You convert and solve this, you want to get the question back here again. So we are not told to get the question, we are told to solve, isn't it? So don't do it. This is the polar form, let it be. That's it. This is the polar form. Question number, sorry, this question is 10. Thank you for reminding. All these things go out of our mind, no? More focused on the solution part, trying to save some time and hurry up, that's why. Thank you. So this is question number 10. So that's it. That's it for this question. 11. Question number 11. Now question number 11, basically actually that should be for this year. Of course, what happens is we don't have any 4-mark form as per the blueprint that we have for the NBSE. We do not have any 4-mark for linear inequalities. We have only two 2-mark questions. So of course 11 we can do, it's not a big question. 12 we will have to skip because that's a graphical question. So I cannot expect this question to be for 4 marks, I mean for 2 marks, not possible. So there are other problems, exercise problems which you can solve, so you can just try and solve those questions, okay? 11, question number 11. The longest side of a triangle is 3 times this is from the linear inequalities chapter. The longest side of a triangle is 3 times the shortest side, and the third side is 2 centimeters shorter than the longest side. If we can just have the longest shorter side, let x be the shortest side. And in that case, what will be the longest side? Longest side, it says 3 times of the shortest side, and the other side or the third side or the other side, third side is 2 centimeters shorter than the longest side, 2 centimeters shorter than the longest side, 2 centimeters shorter than the longest side. Now given, not given, let's say according to the question or as per the given condition, the perimeter of a triangle, perimeter means sum of all the sides, x plus 3x plus 3x minus 2. Who comes, where is it? The perimeter of the triangle is at least 61 centimeter, at least. It can be more, that means, at least. So it should be greater than or equal to 61. 7x minus 2 greater than or equal to 61, as we have already seen. I'll just solve. Minus 2 plus 2, so adding 2 on both sides. So we have 7x greater than or equal to 63. I'll just do it here. So dividing both sides, as long as we are doing by positive values, the value inequality will not change. That is already in the laws of inequality. So x should be greater than or equal to 9. So that means, as per the question, the minimum length for the shortest side should be 9 centimeters. Alright, that's done. Let's go to number 13. 12 we'll have to skip, that's graphical and basically not for 2 marks. And this year, as for the blueprint that we have, we don't have any question for 4 marks. So I don't think so. But anyway, but you can try. 13. Now that's from permutations and combinations. 13 number A. In how many ways can the letters of the word permutations be arranged? Permutations. Permutations. So before we really proceed, we can just see there are 12 letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And the letter T. T repeats twice. For permutation, we have one formula. No, if letters are repeated, then it's like n factorial divided by p factorial, q factorial, and so on. We have one theorem for that. As I said, I'll be expecting that you know the theorems already. So I'm just doing. First one is words start with P and end with S. So words start with P and end with S. That means P. 12 letters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So P and S are confirmed. You cannot do anything about P and S. Sir, will the board set the questions according to the blueprint? Yes, the question paper of course will be prepared according to the blueprint only. There can be some slight variations, okay? That to banta hai. No, that can happen. That freedom is there. No problem. 1, 2 marks, 3 marks, that can change. And that should also not bother us that much. But yes, as much as possible, like 99%, it will be done according to the blueprint only. Nobody can guarantee anything, but 99%, yes, it will be done with respect to the blueprint. So we have, then in that case, P starts with P. S, this too we cannot change. That means only these 10 letters can change. Which means only these 10 letters can change. So in that case, number of letters remaining is how much? 12 minus 2 letters already fixed, 10. So number of ways of arrangement will be using the formula, that will be 10 factorial divided by 2 factorial. 2 factorial, why? Because t is repeated twice. So using that particular theorem. Alright, so I have already solved this question because I don't want to be multiplying it. So that's 181,444. Especially these big calculations and all I've already multiplied so that we don't waste much time. So that will be the value. We have another question for that, the second set again. Second question, it states the vowels are always together. Vowels are all together. How many vowels are here? There are how many vowels? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 vowels with us here. It says that the vowels are always together. No matter what, they are always together. So in that case, what can we do? The vowels are always together. What can be done? So these 5 vowels, then in that case, of course, this 5 vowels can be arranged first. No? They have to be always together, but they can change their places. No? So these 5 vowels can be arranged among themselves, let's say. Among themselves in 5p5 or 5 factorial ways. So what will be the value for 5 factorial? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 4s are 26, 120 in 120 ways. Now the condition is that in that letter permutation, what happens is 5 vowels should always be together. So that means if we just consider these 5 vowels as one letter, then considering 5 vowels as one, there are how many letters left then? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are how many letters left? 7 left. So total letters will be 7 plus 1, that will be 8. Because if we consider 5 vowels as together as one, then we are left with the 7 letters. So in that case, that's 7 letters plus this 1 letter. We are just considering this as one because they always have to be together. They will be sticking together wherever they go. They will be moving together only, just like best friends, not always holding their hands and then chalo, wherever you go, I go. So they will always moving together. So in that case, we will assume somehow to have only 8 letters. Because the vowels cannot change, no, they will be stuck with each other. कोई बात नहीं, चलो, no problem, no. So we have total 8 letters to arrange. So in that case, number of permutations Number of permutation is 8 divided by again 2. Why 2 again? Because remember t was repeated twice. We have to follow that particular theorem also. These are all properties, so that cannot be changed. So that will be 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. 2 will be cancelled, so that's going to be 20160. 20160. This, remember, is considering that the 5 vowels are together. But remember, even those 5 vowels can be arranged among themselves in 5p, 5, 1, 2 ways, isn't it? So, total number of ways. I hope you've got my point, nah? These permutations, one group of letter, that's 7 letter plus 5 vowels together. 21060 ways. 5 vowels among themselves again can be done in 5p, 5 ways, 5 factor 120 ways. So the total ways in which all the arrangements can be done will be 20160 into 120. So that's really going to be a big number. 2419200. So you can just check out the formula and then see. I'll just calculate here. That will be how much? 20160 into 120. Yes, so that will be 2419200 ways. Okay. The next set, number B. Find the number of ways. Find the number of ways of selecting 9 balls from 6 red balls. So let's first sort out 6. We have 6 red balls, 5 white and 5 white and 5 blue balls and 5 blue balls. We are supposed to arrange 9 balls from this number of balls if each selection, remember what is selection? Selection. Permutation was arrangement. Selection was combination. So that means this is a problem of combination, selection. By taking 3 balls of each other. That means from here I can choose 3. I have to choose 3. I have to choose 3. 3, 3, 3. That's already 9. So this is a combination problem. So that's very simple. That is number of ways of selection. I'll not write too many things here. That's going to be what? 3 from the red balls, 6 red balls, isn't it? 3 from the 6 red balls, 3 from the 5 white balls, and 3 from the 5 blue balls. No restriction given, just selection. All the balls should be 3 each. So this is a very simple question. So this one, if you remember combinations, again you can go back to combinations and check out all the videos. I gave you a shortcut on that. So what was it? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 into 5, 4, 3, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 3, 2, 1. So 3, 3, 2. Same. 3 2s are 6. So 5 4s are 20 into 10 into 10. So 2000 ways. So compared to that number A, this is a lot easier question. So somehow actually did not match also the intensity of the question. So definitely if I were you, I'll go for this combination questions only, because combination questions, at least from the textbook, are all easy questions. So that will be wiser. Let's move on to the next question, number 14. find a number of 4-digit numbers that can be formed using the digits 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 if no digit is repeated. So we are supposed to find a 4-digit number from, we have the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No restriction given. The only restriction is no digit should be repeated. So that's simple. That's quite simple. There are many ways to do this, but directly also we can do this. But still there. Like, listen. Okay, we'll be just doing it directly. Yeah, welcome. Welcome. Study tips. Yeah, that's good to know. I actually want to give you more and more as much as possible, but due to time constraint, actually I'm not able to bring out videos very regularly. I mean, other videos, no, because I'm planning actually to bring out a special video on logarithm also, because logarithm, what happens is, except for ICSE board, logarithm is completely removed from all the other boards, NBSE, CBSE, but logarithm is an integral part of higher secondary studies. I do not know how they expect us to study. So, logarithm, I'll also be bringing out a video. More videos will be coming up. Please stay tuned. And yes, but I study in my bed. Don't study on your bed, okay? That's not good. Because it is not a very good way to study. You will feel sleepy and sit on the table and then study. Yeah, that is always better. Good for your backbone, spine, posture also, very important. So bed, try not to. Alright, anyway. So see, I'll just, formula directly will be using, but still then, let's just see. This digit can be filled up in how many ways? 5 ways. Now, because we have 5 options. This one, since no digit is repeated, we are all now 1 letter short. So we have 4 letters to fill up. This place we have 3 letters to fill up. This place we have 2 letters to fill up. So the answer is 5 into 4 into 3 into 2. Simple as that, simple logic. No, 4-digit number, you have these 5 options. No digit should be repeated. So here, in the beginning, whatever digit you choose, 5 options. So, suppose, 5 options. Suppose if I write 4, so I cannot repeat 4. So I'm left with only now 4 options. 1, 2, 3, 5. Similarly, if I use 3, then in that case, 4 out, 3 out. I have only now 3 options left. If I choose 2, 2 out, then I have only 2 options left. So like that, that's the simple concept. But formula, let's do it directly. That's the idea here. Because sometimes, if you forget, you can, these are all just common sense questions, okay? Common sense questions. So you can write down directly. Simple, that is, number of permutations will be simply 5p4 ways. So that's 5, 4, 3, 2. So 5 2s are 10, 4 3s are 12, 120 ways. So that is 120 ways. Alright, now the next question is, next part is, how many of these will be even? For an even number, the last digit should be either a 4, either a 2 or a 4. 2, 4. Because if the last digit is 1, 3, 5, that's an odd number. You cannot do that. So the last digit has to be what? Either 2 or 4, which can be arranged among themselves in 2 ways. Because the last digit can be arranged among themselves in 2 ways. If either you can write 4 or you can write 2. Isn't it? So you have already 2 options, and the rest can be arranged in any way that you feel like. The rest can be arranged in any way that you feel like. So that means remaining 3 places. So here I have used either 2 or 4. So I have 3 places to be filled up. So the remaining 3 places can be filled using the 4 letters left. Why 4 letters left? Because remember, just for example, if I use the last digit as 4, then I have other 4 digits 1, 2, 3, 5 left, isn't it? If I use it as 2, then I have again 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 4, 5. So I have 4 digits left. Because in the last digit I can use only 1, isn't it? I can use only 1. So I still have 4 options for that. So the remaining 3 places can be filled using the 4 digits, using the 4 digits left. In how many ways? In 4p3 ways, because 4 options, 3 spots. So that's 4, 3, 2. So 4 those are 8, 8 threes are 24. 24 ways. So total number of ways, I'll just write directly. Total ways will be 24 into 2. So that's going to be 48. 48 ways. 48 ways in which we can arrange. Alright, let's go to the second part, that is determine the number of 5-card combinations out of a deck of 52 cards if there is exactly 1 ace in each combination. There are 4 aces and 48 other cards in a deck of 52 cards. I'm sure most of you are very much familiar with cards, isn't it? Especially it's very famous for students staying in hostels. So I guess especially many students who stay in hostels, they will know that card is an integral part of hostel life. Without cards, hostel life is not complete. So at least it's good to know that playing cards is also is of some use to us, at least now. So it's in one way wasn't that bad, isn't it? It's helping us now in our studies. So yes, you do everything within the limit, it's all fine. Now only problem comes only when we start doing things in excess, when we cross the limit. So as we all know, in a deck of cards there are 44 aces and 48 other cards. So another question is, you have to go for a 5-card combination out of a deck of 52 cards such that exactly 1 ace in each combination. So that means you have to go for a 4 plus 1 combination where is equal to 5, where 1 card should be ace. So that can be done in 4C1 ways. And these 4 cards can be done from the remaining card in 48C4 ways. Alright. That is our solution. So in that case, what will happen? So the 4 aces can be selected in 4C1 ways, and the other cards can be selected in 48C4 ways. So total number of ways will be 4C1 into 48C4. That is 4 into 48, 47, 46, 45 divided by 4, 3, 2, 1. So 4, 4 we can cancel. 4, 4 we can cancel. And the solution will be 7, 7, 8, 3, 7, 7, 8, 3, 2, 7, 7, 8, 3, 2, 0 ways. 7, 7, 8, 3, 2, 0 ways. Okay? Okay, 15. Find the equation of the line passing through the point 2, 2 and cutting off intercepts on the axis, whose sum is 9. That is question number 15. Straight lines, number A. That is right. Equation of a line in intercept form is x by a plus y by b is equal to 1. That means this will be a line which will be cutting through the x-axis and y-axis at the point a0 and 0b. This is the equation of the line in the intercept form. It says that this line passes through the point 2, 2. Since the line passes through the point 2, 2, equation 1 will imply 2 by a, because it will satisfy the equation 2 by b equal to 1. Okay, we still do not know how to solve this. We'll leave it as it is. And it is also given that cutting off intercepts on the axis whose sum is 9. So it says that given the sum of the two intercepts, A and B, these are the intercepts. It's already written here, so that's why I haven't written another step for that. So A plus B is 9. So maybe we can substitute this in equation 2. So from 2. So basically what happens is, what are we trying to do here? We're trying to get the equation of a straight line. Only problem is A and B are missing. The direction ratios are missing. So if we can just find out A and B, we'll put it back here. That's our solution. Alright, for that they have given us these conditions. We'll take the help of these conditions. So that's going to be 2 by 9 minus b by 2 by b is equal to 1. I'll just continue here just to save some space. Taking the LCM, 9 minus b, twice of b plus twice of 9 minus b is equal to 1. I'll be rubbing off the diagram. So, okay, 2b plus 2 9s are 18 minus 2b. I'm just cross multiplying. 9b minus b squared. So 2b, done. Yeah, thank you for acknowledging the hard work. It's not half an hour, it's like almost 1.5 hours. So, yeah, thank you that at least you are happy with my hard work. That way, I wish all of you also to work hard, because life is all about working hard. Because sitting in the comfort of your home, we don't get anything. We have to adapt, we have to survive, we have to change. And then, as long as, my dear students, as long as it is beneficial to you, as long as you're learning, I'm always glad to help. All you have to do is just cooperate, because I'm always for you only. So yes, I'm tired. Definitely, this is almost now 1.5 hours continuously teaching. Definitely, I'm exhausted, and then I'm using chalks. So there is dust, but still, then that doesn't matter, because to see so many students coming, eager to learn, that gives us a lot of encouragement, okay, as a teacher. So actually, I should be thanking all of you only, because you have been very cooperative, and then you're helping me actually to help you. So I guess the credit goes to both of us. Credit goes to both of us, you as well as me. We're working together. That's the way education should carry on, no? So thank you for the encouragement. I'll take that as an encouragement. Alright, so b we will solve minus 6 middle term factorization plus 18 is equal to 0. So b is b minus 6 minus 3, b minus 6 is equal to 0. So let's solve. So b minus 6, b minus 3 equal to 0. So we have actually two values of b here, that is either b equal to 6 or b equal to 3. So we'll get two equations. That means when b is equal to 6, a was 9 minus b, 3. And when b equal to 3, a value becomes 9 minus 3, that is equal to 6. So we'll have two equations. Therefore, the required equations are x by, this one I'll use first, so x by 3 plus y by 6 is equal to 1, and x by the second one, a plus y by b is equal to 1. So we will be having here two sets of equations. Two sets of equations for, sorry I didn't add one, that's alright, man. Even the acknowledgement is enough. It's not about 1 hour adding, 2 hour adding and all, no. So this is how the first question can be done. And then we'll move to the second part, that is the second option, number B, 15B. So if you're done, you can wrap it off. I will go to the next question. Just try to share this channel with, as many people as possible, because the ultimate motive is that only, especially these interior places, students living in the outskirts, they do not have any access to proper schooling, proper online learning and all. We can share this channel, definitely tell them to subscribe also, like also, that to banta hai, no, but main purpose, share it with them so that they will also benefit. Okay, if P and Q are lengths of the perpendicular, if P and Q, so for this of course we will be needing the theorem, that is this one. Length of, I'll just try like this, length of perpendicular, length of perpendicular from origin O, 0, 0 to the line A, to the line AX plus BY plus C equal to 0, passing through the point, I'll just write here x1, y1. This is a theorem from straight lines, okay? This is a theorem from straight lines. The length of perpendicular from origin to the line AX plus BY plus C equal to 0, passing through any point, x1, y1, that distance, that perpendicular distance is given by ax1 plus by1 plus c divided by root over of a square plus b square, where a, b, c, these are the coefficients of the straight line. X1 and y1 are the point through which the line passes. So if you just happen to know this theorem, then this question number B becomes very easy. Thank you, Sanjay, for your encouraging thoughts, for sharing. Because as I say, this is meant for all, not for individuals. So let's try to help the community also, student community. Anyway, so now if we use this theorem, if P and Q are the lengths of perpendiculars from the origin to the line, let's talk of the first line. So the first line, I'll just rub here. First line is x of cos theta minus y sin theta is equal to k cos 2 theta. So this one, as we will be using the standard form ax plus by plus c equal to 0, this we will arrange. That is, what shall we write? X of cos theta minus y of sin theta minus k cos 2 theta is equal to 0 from if P and Q are the lengths of the perpendiculars from origin to the line. So our perpendicular, length of perpendicular is P here, and from origin, sorry, passing through the origin. So let's leave it like this. Only the line, that is x1, y1, z1, C. So in that case, what will be our theorem? I'll just write it down. So length of perpendicular, you can use that theorem. You can try to use that theorem now, as I gave you. Just try. I'll also help you, don't worry. Actually, the actual theorem, I slightly got confused, is length of perpendicular from a point P, x1, y1 to the line is actually given by, from a point P, x1, y1 to the line ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is given by d is equal to a x1 plus b y1 plus c1 divided by root over of a square plus b square. This is the formula. Okay, the theorem actually. You'll have it in your textbook also. Well, here what happens is, that's why with the question, here what happens is the length of the perpendicular from the origin. So for this question, it becomes the origin and the line is that. So in that case, if we just use the same theorem, what will we have? If we just use the same theorem, what will we have? So ax1, what is a value here? Excluding a variable, a value is only cos theta into origin x1. Actually, this is x1 and y1, isn't it? As per the theorem that I gave you. So x1 is 0 plus b value minus sine theta into x2, that is again 0, origin, plus c, so that is again minus of k cos 2 theta. I'll rub it off, okay? I'll rub it off. This one, this theorem, I guess all of you are familiar now. Divided by the magnitude of a and b. So what was a? Cos square theta plus minus sine theta, the whole square, root over. Let's try to solve this. So this is like 0, 0 minus k cos 2 theta divided by, this is cos square theta plus sine square theta. So that's going to be minus k cos 2 theta divided by 1. So the value of p is k cos 2 theta. That's what we have for now. Alright, using that particular theorem. The second part is, it also passes through the other line again, respectively. So what was the other line that we have here? The other line that we have, second question, the other line that we have here is what? X of sec theta plus y of cosec theta minus k equal to 0. I'm going to write it directly, okay? Because as I say, the standard form is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. So that's why. And this time the length of the perpendicular is not p, this time it is q. So if you look at the formula, cos theta will be sec theta and this will be cosec. And this is going to be only minus k. And again this one also now will change. I'm rubbing this off, this is done. Again I'll forget, so this time again I'll write here p equal to k cos 2 theta, otherwise I'll forget again I'll make some mistakes. So here that is going to be, I'll write directly, okay, sec square theta plus cosec square theta. So this is q. will be minus of k divided by, now this one how do we solve? That will be the problem. So I'll convert it in the ratios of sine and cos. That might help us. So sec 1 by cos square theta, cosec 1 by sine square theta. So a little bit of simplification required. Common LCM, sine square theta, cos square theta, LCM, sine square theta plus cos square theta. So Q will be minus K. This is square under the root, so square root goes, I hope that is okay, divided by, this root will remain because we have plus arithmetic. Okay, this is done, I guess. So that's going to be minus k sine theta cos theta divided by 1, because sine square theta plus cos square theta from class 10 we've already seen, that's already 1. So that's going to be positive value k sine theta cos theta. Now since we already have learned multiple angles in trigonometry, what I can do is, if I just multiply and divide by 2, then what happens is this becomes k by 2 sine 2 theta. No, because 2 sine theta cos theta is what? Sine 2 theta. All of us, we know that. So this is the value for Q. Now the question says what? Proof. Kya proof karna hai? We have to prove that p square plus 4 times of q square is equal to k square. K square. Chalo, let's see what do we have. So in that case, p square was k cos 2 theta whole square plus q square, that is k by 2 sine 2 theta whole square. Is it done? I will rub this off. Okay, I'm rubbing it off now. See, this is just about the theorem. Okay, if you know that theorem, then it's definitely easy. It's about simplification only, na? How do you simplify, na? So that's going to be k square cos square 2 theta plus k square by, यहाँ भी 4 लिखना है तो ना, 4k square, 4 of q square, na? So that 4 comes. So that's 4 into k square by 4 sine square 2 theta 4 finished. So k square, if we just take common, then we have cos square 2 theta plus sine square 2 theta. Now sine square theta plus cos square theta, that is how much? 1. So that's k square into 1, that is of course k square. I think that is the verification, that is p square plus 4q square is equal to k square. That's our verification. That is our proof. Finished. All right. Okay. All right. Moving ahead with the other question again from straight lines. That's number B. I'm in 16. Sorry, this will be now question number 16. Number A. Again the same concept. If P is the length of the perpendicular from the origin to the line whose intercepts on the axis are A and B, then show that this value holds. Equation of line in intercept form, x by A plus y by B is equal to 1. This is what it is given, not directly, but that is what is given to us with the knowledge. If P is the length of the perpendicular from the origin to the line whose intercepts on the axis are A and B, that means they are giving us an equation of a straight line in the intercept form. This is given to us. And P is the length of perpendicular from the origin. P is the length of the perpendicular from the origin. So in that case, again using the formula, P is equal to, what was it? Ax1 plus by1 plus c divided by root over of a square plus b square. So what will be this? P, already the length of perpendicular. A value is 1 by a. A value is 1 by a, isn't it? Class 11, I believe you can already understand. No? A is a c. Model form is ax plus by plus c x. So what is the value of a here? 1 by a, isn't it? 1 by a into origin is 0 again. 1 by a into origin 0 plus 1 by b into again 0 plus c value is, how much is going to be? It is minus 1. Minus 1, why? Because this particular equation we'll have to write in the form of ax plus by plus c equal to 0, minus 1, that's why. Or you can write like this also, this one minus 1 equal to 0, no problem, if you think that you might confuse. Alright, divided by root over of a square, that is coefficient square of the coefficients. So it's about solving now. We have minus 1 divided by root over of, taking common LCM, a square b square plus a square. So that's, I'll just right now remove the modulus magnitude, 1 into a square b square divided by root over of a square plus b square. So now squaring both sides, no, this one if goes out of the root, that will become a into b. No? So after that, if we just square both sides, then it's going to be a square b square divided by, this root will also go a square plus b square, that is b square by 1. So now as per the proof, what we have is, we have to prove that 1 by p square is equal to 1 by a square plus 1 by b square. We'll take the reciprocal then, because I need 1 by p square, so I'll just take the reciprocal. From there you'll get the solution, a square plus p square divide reciprocal on both sides, a square b square. So 1 by p square is equal to a square by a square into b square plus b square by a square into b square. So that's 1 by p square equal to 1 by b square plus 1 by a square, or 1 by p square is equal to 1 by a square plus 1 by b square. So hence, that is the proof. Alright, let's move to the next question, number B. Find the equation of the line through the intersection. The lines x plus 2y minus 3 equal to 0. And 4x minus y plus 7 is equal to 0. Okay, these are our two lines. Now the question is, for this particular question, the question is, Find the equation of a line through the intersection of the lines this and this, which is parallel to another line. That means you have two lines and we have a line, let's say like this, which is passing through the intersection of these two lines. That means at this point they will share a common point. Then it is also parallel, if this is our required line, it is also parallel to another line. Maybe, we do not know where is that line, if it's something like this. So how do we find out the equation? We have from the first topic of slopes, how to find out, I'll just give you here, that is equation of line whose slope is m and passes through the point x1, y1, that's given as y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. This is the equation that we have. Y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1. Sanjay, I can't say that views from abroad. I don't think so, because I've just started the channel recently, so I don't think there will be viewers from abroad. Maybe one day, hopefully, with all of your support, maybe. But as of now, it's confined, I guess, within Northeast only. So abroad, I guess there's still plenty of time for that. And on top of that, I just started this channel just recently only. So long way to go before I really help and provide materials to the students the way I want. So there is still 1 or 2 hours, 2 years of hard work still left, because whatever I know I have to provide. So that might take plenty of time, because we have other engagements also. But yes, that's what we are looking forward to, giving you as much of knowledge as possible from our side of whatever I know. Okay, anyway, so equation of line whose slope is m and passes through the point this is given by this. And also there is another condition that if two lines are parallel, then their slopes are also equal. These are the 2 points which we will be needing to solve in this particular question. Equation of a line whose slope is given, and another condition is that if two lines are said to be parallel, then what we know is that their slopes are also equal. So we'll be using these 2 conditions. Alright, so now our job is first to find out the point of intersection of these 2 lines. That we can easily do by many ways. So I'll do by one way, you can do by another way. Like equation 2, I'll subtract from 4 times of equation 1. So equation 2, 4x minus y plus 7 minus 4 times of equation 1. I'll do it directly. 4 times of equation 1. 4x minus 8y minus 12 is equal to 0. Minus 9y plus 19 equal to 0. So y is equal to 19 by 9. So the value of y that we have here is 19 by 9. And we can find out the value of x, let's say from equation 1, x equal to 3 minus 2y. So that's 3 minus 2, 19 by 9. So that is 9 3s are 27 minus 2 9s are 18, 38 by 9. So the value of x will be 27, 37 minus 11 by 9. For the point of intersection is minus 11 by 9 19 by 9. Okay, this is the point of intersection through which our required line will also be passing through. The required line is also parallel to another given line. What was it? 5x plus 4y minus 20 is equal to 0. We'll convert that. 4y is equal to 20 minus 5x. Why are we doing that? Because remember, our required line, yes, passes through one point, but to find out the equation of straight lines, you need the slope also. There are many conditions, keeping in mind this particular question, as I gave you the two theorems. So I still cannot get the equation of the straight line because I still do not have the slope. But they are very clearly given that our required line is parallel to this given line. Now, equation of a straight line in slope form is given by y equal to mx plus c. Y equal to mx plus c, where m actually represents the slope. We'll try to convert that. So y equal to 20 by 4 minus 5 by 4x. So in other words, y equal to minus 5 by 4, that is m. X plus 4 5 are 25. So, which is of the form y equal to mx plus c. I'll just write it. So m is equal to minus 5 by 4. So this is our slope. Y equal to minus 5 by 4. Done? So the required line passing through this having slope m is equal to minus 5 by 4. Why? Because the required line is parallel to the line. What was our line? Our given line. What was our given line? That was where is 5x plus 4y minus 20. 5x plus 4y minus 20 is equal to 0. So the required line is parallel to the line this. Just a reason only. They have the same slope. This is just for your reference if you wish. So that's going to be y minus y1 m x minus x1. So y minus y1 value is 19 by 9 is equal to m minus 5 by 4 x minus x1 minus 11 by 9. So that's okay. 9y minus 19 divided by 9 is equal to minus 5. 9x minus plus 11 divided by 9 minus 5 by 4. 9 I can equate. So after cross multiplying, 4 goes up here. So 4 9s are 36y minus 4 9s are 18. 1 left, 4 1s are 4. 5 is equal to minus 45x minus 55. So 45x plus 36y minus 58 plus 55 is equal to 0. So that's 45x plus 36y minus 3 is equal to 0. This is the equation of our Okay, 9x plus 11. Sorry, 4 nines are 19, 4s are 4 nines are 36. 3 left, 4 ones are 4, 5, 6, 7, 76. So that's minus 76 plus 55. So that will be 21. So we can still take a 3 common. So we can still take a 3 common. 15x plus 12y minus 7 is equal to 0. So the required equation is 15x plus 12y minus 7 is equal to 0. This is the equation of our straight line. Whew. Done? Alright. Let's move to the next question, that is about derivatives now. 17. A we will not be doing because this is already revised from the syllabus for your batch. That is the first principle method. So we'll go to the second question, that is, let us assume this function to be given as y. Always write like this. That's always more standard, more useful also. 3x plus 7 cos x. We'll have to differentiate this. So what we will do is we'll be using the quotient rule. If you remember the quotient rule, we have derivative of u by v, that will be equal to square of the denominator derivative of this numerator minus numerator derivative of the denominator. This is what we are going to use here if you wish to use the quotient rule. So okay, I'll just write differentiating 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 both sides with respect to x. So we'll have plus 11, so I'll just do this one in detail. Plus 12 we can do directly, but now so now differentiating this. Let's differentiate this using the quotient rule now. So let's use the quotient rule. So square of the denominator then just using that theorem, denominator derivative of the numerator minus numerator derivative of the denominator. This is a huge, not a huge problem, but yeah, according to class 11 standard, that's going to be huge, of course. Alright? Alright, so let's continue again. So I believe the first part is done. So, alright. So you can just continue with the differentiation. Just continue with the differentiation. Alright, so now I just went to get a glass of water. My throat is almost drying out. All right. Drinking water is very essential for our life, no? So, in almost 2 hours. So, since I'm using chalk, I'm getting dried out now. Almost done. Let's continue. So, all right, differentiation. So now time to differentiate. Let's differentiate and see what happens. So we have 3x 7 cos x. All right, differentiation. I don't know how many of you know, because if we continue to write down all the steps, shall I write, or without the steps also it will be fine? I don't know. Should I write? Shouldn't I write? Yes, गले में खिचखिच हो रहा है, विक्स खाना पड़ेगा. आज तो जाके विक्स खरीदना है. Okay, so should I just differentiate stepwise? It might be lengthy for you, but chalo, since this is the first question, I'll just do. So constant can be taken now, derivative of x plus constants, always take it out, okay? No need to keep the constants. Minus 4x plus 5 sine x. I'll just write here 3 derivative of x with respect to x plus 7 derivative of cos x. And numerator, of course, will be same. 3x plus 7 cos x whole square. Chalo. So let's now again do another differentiation. So that's like 3x plus 7 cos x. This is 4 because derivative of a variable with respect to itself is 1, plus derivative of sin x will be cos x, minus 4x plus 5 of sin x. This is again 3 because derivative of x with respect to x is 1, plus 7 derivative of cos x is minus of sin x. This one I believe you can kindly excuse me. I don't want to write this again and again. Nah. So that same term whole square. Okay, I believe that's fine. So maybe we can multiply. We can just multiply and get the solution. Chalo, 3 4s are 12x plus 3 5s are 15x cos x plus 7 4s are 28 cos x plus 7 5s are 35 cos square x minus, I'm doing it directly, 3 4s are 12x minus, this is already minus now, this is already minus now, so minus into minus, that's going to be plus 4x, not 4 7s are 28 sin x, this will be minus 15 sin x, and this will be minus plus 35 sin square x. Again, I will not be writing down the denominator because denominator doesn't change, so denominator is the same. Alright, can we do anything? 12x, bye bye. Okay, so we have 15x cos x plus 28 cos x plus, now have a look here, 35 cos square x, 35 sin square x, 35 common, sin square x plus cos square x, what terms left again? Out, 28 sin x. divided by, क्या था denominator तो I also forgot now since I did not, 3x plus 7 cos x, 3x plus 7 cos x the whole square. So that's going to be 15x cos x plus 28 cos x plus 35. This is 1, isn't it? That's why I wrote that. Sin square x plus cos square x is 1, right? Plus 28 sin x whole divided by 3x plus 7 cos x whole square. I think you can leave it there because beyond that we will not be solving. We cannot solve also. Possible. So 15x cos x, 28x sin x. क्या हो गया इतना गड़बड़ हो गया? How many terms are left? 15 cos x done, 28 cos x done, 35 already done. Okay, we have still then 15. I think something is wrong here in the multiplication. In the multiplication part, you can just check once. I think somewhere we missed out x. Somewhere we missed out x. You can just check. I think it should be 28. This one, I believe, should be 28x sin x. Okay, 28x sin x minus 15 sin x. Minus 15 sin x. This should be 28x sin x. So it's 15x cos x, 28x sin x, 28 cos x minus 15 sin x plus 35. So I think that's the solution. So you can just check out here in multiplication only we might have missed out just one x somewhere where one multiply. Just maybe just previous step. Okay, so that is just a small careless mistake. So you can just kindly verify that and check. Alright, so 15x cos x, 28x sin x, 28 cos x minus 15 sin x plus of 35 divided by the square of the denominator. Alright, okay, so that part is done. I'm rubbing it off now. Alright, another question is there again from derivatives. Number 18. 18 also B because number A is from the first principle, so that is also reduced from the syllabus. So number B, that is sin x plus cos x divided by sin x minus cos x. So again, differentiating both sides with respect to x, quotient rule, square of the denominator, derivative of the numerator minus numerator, derivative of the denominator. So let's begin our differentiation again. So that is sin x minus cos x whole square, sin x minus cos x, derivative of sin x is cos x, derivative of cos x is minus of sin x. I hope that is understood. I'm doing it directly. Derivative of sin x is cos x. Derivative of cos x is minus of sin x. So that's why I just wrote minus of sin x. I think that's clear. Minus sin x plus cos x. Again, derivative of sin x is cos x. Minus derivative of cos x is what? Minus of sin x. So minus minus plus. Just trying to save some steps. Okay. I need a cup of hot chai. I didn't have breakfast. You talk about chai, even I had actually forgotten about that tea. Now even after you tell me that, even I also want a cup of tea. Chalo, maybe just 5-10 minutes after that, definitely I guess I'll also get my share of cup of tea. For now, I'll satisfy myself with that only. Okay, chalo. We'll just multiply and simplify, that's enough. So if you just multiply straight away, sin x cos x minus sin square x minus cos square x minus sin x cos x, continuing minus, these are all plus, so minus sin x cos x minus sin square x, I'll write here minus cos square x minus cos x sin x. Denominator, I'll just write whole square. Same term, denominator, I'm just squaring it, I'm not doing it again. Okay? I better do it because I'll rub. After I rub, I forget again. So let's see if we can just simplify some terms if possible. Yeah, sin x cos x, sin x cos x. So we are just left with minus 2 sin square x minus 2 1 2 1 2 cos square x divided by sin x minus cos x whole square. So minus 2 if we take common, that is sin square x plus cos square x. I hope all of you are tired also now by now. Minus cos x whole square. But just 2 more questions, we'll just wind it up. Even me also, I'm exhausted. But chalo, since we've already started today, at least let's finish these 4 more questions. So that's minus 2. Because this is already 1, I'm not writing it again. Sin x minus cos x, the whole square. That should be enough. Sinap, are you there? I'm just asking. Good to know, good to see, good to know that you're not getting bored. Chalo, just 2 more questions on 4 mark set, no, just probability left. Let's finish that up quickly. Since we have started, let's wind it up also. Nah. Alright. What about Sinap, Hilal, Chubaman, Tamsejong, and all those people? Are you also there? Okay, let's go to 19. That is from probability, so that's very simple. As we all know, that probability of an event A will be number of favorable outcomes for the event A divided by the total number of outcomes. So it's good that we should be naming our event. Alright, Hilal, you're there, good. One day I'll visit Nagaland. Lots of people with big hearts. Definitely you should. Definitely you should. Nagaland is a wonderful place. Try visiting Mokokchung also. It's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful place. It's almost similar to a hill station. So the air is very pure. People are very nice. So do try to visit. Alright, question number 19. Let's go to 19. The probability that a student, yeah, Mugokchung, that's in Nagaland only, just near via Mariani, you can reach Mugokchung. And then there, of course, here in Mugokchung, the air is in the purest of forms. Okay, so you can just breathe you will see that even the air becomes very thin. So, and it's a wonderful place. Lots of beautiful places to go, fishing, So It's a good place. Anyway, let's go to number 19. That is the probability that a student will pass the final exam in both English and Hindi is 0.5. And so here, if we look at the question, it's about students passing or failing in subjects Hindi and English. So we will name our events. That is, let A and B denote the events that the student passes in English and Hindi. English and Hindi. So, according to the question, what they've given us is a student will pass in both English and Hindi. Both in English and, always do remember, okay, from sets we have already learned, and represents intersection or represents union. Do remember that, that's going to help us here. So probability of A intersection B is 0.5. The probability that passing neither the subject, that he will not pass, he will fail in English and he will fail in Hindi. Neither means again or, nor, N-O-R, nor, N-O-R, neither nor. That also represents intersection only for or, either or represents union. So A bar intersection B bar, he will fail in both, is 0.1. Yeah, definitely people are nice. I cannot tell about myself, that to only my students and people will tell, but as I always say, in this world there are people who like you, there are people who do not like you no matter what you are. So that's what life is all about. That's what life is all about. It's about we looking at our own perspective, from our own perspective. That's why I always say, never judge a book by its cover. So we should always be looking from our perspective only. People may be good, people may not be good. Depends on us. It's all about having positive attitude. It's all about having positive attitude in life. Always be positive. There will come times, okay, when you see that there is no option left, life becomes very difficult. There is an option, there is a solution. Always. So always be positive in life. Anyway, let's be positive again with the question also. Chalo. The probability that a student, what happens is, will pass the final exams in both English and Hindi, 0.5. I've denoted the A and B as the events for a student to pass in English and Hindi. And the probability that he will pass neither, that means he will fail, A bar intersection B bar. Fine, if the probability of passing in English is 0.75, what is the probability that he will pass in Hindi examination? Now for that, of course, we will make the use of this equation, that is, probability of A bar intersection B bar is 0.1. That means probability of A, B, if you want to solve, if you want to keep it under 1 bar, like this, intersection will change to union. That we studied already in sets. Okay, that we studied already in sets. So A bar intersection B bar, common bar, intersection will become union. Same thing will happen for union also. If you have A bar union B bar, then it will be A intersection B whole bar. Okay, because, and on top of that again, this one can be written as A union B. Because as we know that if probability of E represents happening of an event, then probability of E bar will be 1 minus probability of E. That's something like chances of raining today is 40%. So that means chances of not raining is 100 minus 40, 60%. So that's what we use. If happening is E, not happening will be 1 minus probability of E. 1 represents this 100% ratio in probability. I think this is done. I'll wrap it off. So that will be 1 minus 0.1 is probability of A union B. So that will imply probability of A union B is equal to 0.9. So therefore, we know that probability of A union B is probability of A plus probability of B plus minus probability of A intersection B if they are not mutually exclusive. Now probability of A we have already, A union B already found out, 0.9. Probability of A 0.75 plus probability of B, that is the probability of passing of a student in Hindi. We have to find out that. And probability of A intersection B, count that. A intersection B. A intersection B, where? How much was that? A intersection B, 0.5, I guess. Minus 0.5. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's 0.5. Yes, it's about interaction also, but our main focus is about our studies, so that's why it's good to see that most of the students are focusing on practicing. So that's again positive. That's again positive. Always, that's why. That's again positive again, 0.5. Yeah, 0.5. So that's again positive. Some are trying to study, some are trying to study as well as interact so that we don't become bored. No. So it's good. Interaction, study also, interaction, study also. Then we are also alive, we are doing something. So both are necessary. Alright, forget about that. Go back. 0.9. Now 0.75 minus 0.5, how much will be that? 0.75 minus 0.5, that is 0.25. 0.25 plus probability of B. So probability of B, I'm doing it directly, that's just transferring it. 0.9 minus 0.25. So that will be 0.9 minus 0.25. So that's 0.65. So this is the probability that the student will pass in Hindi, 0.65. Yeah, of course, we have to maintain a balance. No, interaction is also very important because that way it doesn't become boring. No, our classes, it doesn't become boring. But again, too much is also not good. Too much of anything is not good. Even food also not good, man. Too much of food also, you'll be lying on the bed. So too much of food is also not good, but a little bit of everything is good. So interaction, studies, having fun, learning, everything is important in life. We just have to maintain a proper limit. Bas. Okay, chalo. Last question of the 4 mark from the question bank of NBSE. In a class of 60 people, 30 opt for NCC, 32 opt for NSS, 24 opt for NCC and NSS. So let's name the event. Let A and B denote the event that this is about what student that the students opt for NCC and NSS respectively. So what is given to us is total students. We have 60 students. So in that case, probability of students opting for NCC will be how many? 30 out of 60. Let's not simplify that, very tempting, but let it be as it is for simplification, that will be helpful. Students opting for NSS, that is 32 out of 60. And students opting for both, that is A intersection B, that is 24 out of 60. Probability, no, so favorable outcome divided by total number of outcomes. Now question is, chalo, number 1, students opt for NCC or NSS. That's quite simple. Students opt for NCC or NSS. So that's probability of A, B, A intersection B. So that's why I told you not to cancel, because it's very tempting. Okay, 0, 0, 1 by 2 ho gaya. cancel, finish, done. But after that, when you come back to do this again, you'll have to take big LCM, solve, and all. That's why sometimes common sense also should be used. Why? Because common sense is very uncommon these days. Why? Because common sense is very uncommon. So that's equals to common LCM 60, 30 plus 32 minus 24. So that's 30. 62 minus 24. So 62 minus 24, we have 38. 38 by 60. So that's like 19 by 30. 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 Alright, last section, that is, student has opted neither NCC nor NSS. Student has opted neither NCC nor NSS. Neither nor. Again I repeat, nor, and. We use intersection. Either or, that's union. Okay? No, yeah, thank you, Sanjay. But you did not interrupt us. Okay, you actually entertained us only. I mean, we had a good time chatting also. As I say, that is also necessary, so I don't think you interrupted us. Absolutely not. That's why we were able to complete this 2 hours without knowing exactly how it went. So interaction, as I say, is very important. Positive encouragement, no, positive interaction. It's always very good, very important. Positive interaction. So actually, we appreciate you coming here. Okay, we appreciate that. Whoever you are, we appreciate you coming and interacting positively. So that's for the probability of A union B bar. That's what I say. No, if you want a common union, then you have to do it like that. Common bar. So this one can be simply found 1 minus probability of A union B. So A union B, we got how much? 19 by 30. So A union B, we have 1 minus 19 by 30. So 30 minus 19, 11 by 30 finally. 11 by 30, isn't it? Yes. So finally, that winds up the 4 mark questions for today. So please, you can just practice them once again. Do the other questions also without fail. As I said, these are just random questions only. So do the other questions also, and very soon, maybe if possible, tomorrow maybe I will do these. We will do the 6 mark question also. Okay. So I have to go back to school again for I have to go back to my duty again after this. So thank you all for joining and trying to learn. All of you have been very good. I really appreciate that. See you again next time with the 6 mark questions, solution of the 6 mark questions from the question bank. Okay, so yes, all of you have a good day. I'm going back to the school again. So all of you have a very good day. I'll see you. Yeah, thank you so much for all of you for coming and joining the class and making it very interesting and interacting. To be very honest, it was not very boring. It is not very boring at all. It was not very boring at all, so really enjoyed. So thank you, all of you. Each and every one of you. I cannot be naming all of you, so thank you in general to each and every one of you. I'll see you with the 6 mark model questions. Maybe I'll update that in the community page. You can check out that, and definitely I'll see you there. So till then, take care, stay safe, study well. Bye-bye. Have a good day, all of you. Have a good day. Those who are watching now, have a good day.